Imagine you need to figure out exactly how much fluid is bursting out of a sealed three-dimensional region. The standard way to solve this is to look inside. To calculate the behavior of the total volume, you have to account for the fluid's behavior at every single interior point. This requires measuring how the fluid moves at a single microscopic location within that space, capturing the specific vector data for that one spot. To find the total flow, you must add up an infinite number of these tiny measurements across the entire internal volume. For engineers designing municipal water systems or thermal shielding for spacecraft, running these point-by-point multivariable calculations would stall the design process. Integrating data across an entire three-dimensional interior is too computationally expensive for practical physics. A direct mathematical shortcut is required to make these systems solvable. The divergence theorem, also known as Gauss's theorem, provides that shortcut by creating a link between a volume and its outer boundary. This begins with the concept of divergence, a measurement of how much a field is spreading out from or converging into any given point. The theorem states that the total divergence integrated throughout a volume is identical to the total outward flux passing through the closed surface surrounding it. Instead of measuring every internal point, you bypass the interior entirely and only measure the flow crossing the outer skin. This collapses a three-dimensional data problem into a two-dimensional surface calculation, removing the primary bottleneck in multivariable calculus. Because the boundary and the interior are mathematically linked, knowing exactly what crosses the border allows you to determine the sum of everything happening inside. In electromagnetism, this is how we calculate the total electric flux of a charged particle. To find the answer, we enclose the particle within a hypothetical spherical boundary. Physicists don't need to integrate the electric field at every point throughout the empty interior volume of that sphere. Using Gauss's law, they compute the flux purely at the surface by knowing only the value of the enclosed charge. By applying the divergence theorem, the volumetric calculation is replaced by a surface measurement, making the field's behavior solvable through the boundary alone. This principle allows fluid dynamics engineers to analyze how mass and fluid flow over complex 3D boundaries, such as aircraft wings. It is also used in heat transfer engineering to calculate the thermal energy radiating through the surfaces of three-dimensional components. The math confirms that a closed exterior boundary serves as a reliable proxy for the interior space it surrounds. This completes our look at how calculus connects the outer borders of objects to their interiors. Next, we shift our focus from calculus to linear algebra, beginning with the work of Arthur Cayley. Cayley and his contemporary, William Rowan Hamilton, developed a joint theorem that defines the structural rules of matrices. While the divergence theorem defined the relationship between physical space and its boundaries, the Cayley-Hamilton theorem will reveal the internal mechanics of linear systems.